Majo John then with a little short story about the server at the Israeli restaurant in El Diamante, Sarita. Sarita, she was short, but really attractive, 23, a niece, a sobrina, that lived behind the restaurant with one of the three nuclear families and was the primary staff in the restaurant, and really the rock when one of the managers was not around. She was good, and she had great taste in music. They had a big Bluetooth speaker, and she would play some rock, really hard rocking Mexican music, and I would dance, which she loved a lot. Everybody loved my dancing there. But she became my external superego, because when I was what she considered too outrageous, she would say, "No, John, no, John." And I'm going to relate 3 fun encounters around that. One was there had been a big party over the weekend, and there was leftover cake that was gorgeous cake. And flies were a problem around the restaurant. So I had a big piece of cake in front of me, and I had been teasing, saying, "Does anybody have a machete?" Because I was really annoyed with the way Don Miguel would use the fly swatter. It was such a constant upsetting noise. I said, "I need a machete for this fly that's trying to get in my cake." And then I took my fork, metal fork, and boom, nailed him as he was sitting on the cake and embedded him deeply in the cake. And everybody thought that was fun to watch. But they didn't expect to watch me then scoop out a big piece of cake and eat the piece of cake that had the fly in it. Oh my God, the look of horror. It was all women around the table, I think, at that point. Another one was Sarah was on a little Nazi rampage one day. She wanted the side door closed because it was blowing stuff in, and they're always trying to clean the floor, but it made the restaurant super hot. And all of us, all the patrons, including Don Miguel, the grandfather, were saying, "Please open that door," and she would not. She put a chair in front of it so nobody could open it. So she turned to walk to the kitchen, and they knew I didn't like tortillas. Too much bread for me. I just took a tortilla, and as she was walking in the kitchen, I used it as a frisbee, and it just bounced on the top of her head and kept going. So all that offended her big time. But then the final one was when I was locked in battle with the killer dog who was trying to kill our dogs. I grabbed one of the big heavy chairs. They had some really nice chairs in there, not just the standard plastic Coca-Cola chairs. Grabbed one of those big heavy chairs to go after that dog, and she was like, "No, John!" Not you're going to hurt yourself, but you're going to hurt our chair. So when I left there after 3 months, I said, one of my memories is going to be, I will forever have that voice in my head of Sarah saying, "No, John!" I guess sometimes I need that externalized, because I don't always have it real good inside.